When you wake up in the morning and glance in the mirror, do you still recognize the man looking back at you? Or do you feel as if something vital has slipped away? Maybe the face looks the same, but the energy and fire that once powered your strength and your confidence have grown dimmer with time. If you are past 60, you may already know this reality all too well. Fatigue lingers longer, desire fades quicker, and moments of doubt creep in when your body does not respond the way it once did. Many men believe this decline is permanent, that aging itself has stolen what made them feel alive. But aging is not a life sentence. Your body has not forgotten how to work. It is waiting for the right spark. Testosterone is like a flame glowing under the ashes, and blood flow is the highway of vitality that can still be opened again. I have seen thousands of men at this exact stage, men who thought their best days were behind them, only to rediscover strength and intimacy without pills or risky procedures. At the heart of their renewal was a simple, natural approach that anyone can begin today. Stay with me, because in this video I will reveal 3 to 7 natural solutions that can reignite testosterone, restore power, and bring back energy you thought was lost. By the end, you will know exactly what to do and when to expect results. Are you ready to reclaim that spark? If what you've heard so far resonates with you, this is the right time to stay connected. Click subscribe and tap the bell icon, one simple step that keeps us walking this path together and ensures you won't miss any of the tools that can reshape your daily life. My vision is to make this channel feel like a circle of brothers who truly get each other. Men who are tired of being told that decline is unavoidable and who believe there's still more to look forward to. That's why I'd love for you to join the conversation. Drop a 1 in the comments if what I've shared rings true, or a 0 if you still have doubts or questions. I read them all, because your voice often speaks for many others who quietly feel the same way. Don't let this be just another video you watch and move past while life stays unchanged. Often a small action, subscribing, commenting, or simply raising your hand, becomes the spark that leads to greater transformation. This could be the piece you've been waiting for to reignite energy, confidence, and connection. So take a minute right now. Subscribe, hit the bell, and share your thoughts below. Together, we can build a community where men over 60 find answers, celebrate wins, and prove that strength is never truly gone. When men over 60 sit across from me in my office, many carry the same heavy belief that their intimate life has ended. James, 72 years old, walked in with that look of resignation. He whispered that it had been years since he felt any strength or reliability in the bedroom. His wife assumed he had given up, and in many ways, so did he. I encouraged him to try something simple, not a prescription, not an expensive supplement, but a daily glass of beetroot juice with a squeeze of lemon. 2 weeks later, James returned with a smile that lit up the room. He laughed and told me, "My wife thinks I am hiding a pill somewhere, but it is just beets." That story is not rare. It is proof that the body still remembers how to respond when you feed it the right fuel. The secret behind this humble vegetable lies in dietary nitrates. Once inside the body, those nitrates are converted into nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as the traffic signal that tells your arteries to open wide. When the signal is strong, blood flows like cars moving smoothly down a freshly paved highway. But after 60, nitric oxide production can drop by as much as half, leaving the highways narrowed and stiff. Without that circulation, even if the desire is still present, the body cannot follow through. Beetroot is like refueling that traffic system. It restores the signal so blood can reach the places where vitality is proven, both in daily energy and in intimacy. Science confirms what men like James experience. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels, lowers resistance, and lets oxygen-rich blood surge into muscles and tissues. That is the very foundation of an erection, not simply desire, but circulation. When blood can move freely, performance improves. And it is not just about the bedroom. Many men report more stamina in walking, clearer focus in the morning, and even a lighter mood. Your heart works less like a clogged pump and more like a well-oiled engine. The beauty of beetroot is in its simplicity. You do not need complicated recipes or special equipment. A daily serving of about 150 to 250 millilitres of fresh beet juice is enough to raise nitric oxide levels throughout the day. Adding lemon or another source of vitamin C enhances the conversion from nitrates to nitric oxide, making the effect stronger. If juicing is inconvenient, a single measured scoop of high-quality beetroot powder mixed with water provides a similar benefit. Consistency is the key. A sip here and there will not create change. A steady routine, practiced daily, allows your body to rebuild what it has been quietly losing for years. Imagine those narrowed highways in your body slowly opening again. Picture the blood flowing freely, delivering oxygen, nutrients, and life where you need it most. That is the gift of this simple route. Men like James discover that age does not erase manhood. It simply challenges you to find smarter ways to support it. By making beats part of your daily rhythm, you are choosing to stoke the inner fire, to remind your body of its strength, and to show yourself and your partner that intimacy and confidence are not over. They are waiting, ready to return as soon as you give your body the chance. David was 65 when he came to me, frustrated and embarrassed. He said he no longer felt desire and his body simply refused to respond. As we talked, I noticed his routine. Most nights he sat in front of the television until 1 or 2 in the morning, falling asleep in a chair and waking up groggy. He shrugged it off as harmless, but the truth was clear. His body had lost its rhythm. I asked him to try something simple, not a drug or a supplement, but sleep. For 2 weeks, he committed to 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted rest, lights out, screens off. One morning he walked into my office with a grin and said, "Doctor, it surprised me, but my morning wood came back." That moment was not just about an erection. It was about proof that his body still remembered what to do once it had the chance to repair itself. Deep sleep is not a luxury. It is the very workshop where your body restores testosterone. Nearly 70% of a man's testosterone is manufactured while he is in the deepest phases of sleep. When those hours are cut short, production plummets. Research shows that even a week of inadequate rest can lower testosterone to levels comparable to adding 10 or 15 years to your age. Think about that. A man who is 65 but sleeps poorly carries the hormones of someone in his late 70s. It is no wonder that energy, confidence, and intimacy decline. The body cannot produce the fuel it needs without the nightly factory being open. Restoring sleep means restoring the signal to your hormones. In the quiet hours, your brain resets, your blood pressure lowers, your muscles recover, and your endocrine system turns on the machinery that makes testosterone. When sleep is deep and consistent, your mornings are different. You wake with energy, with clarity, and with the physical signs of masculinity that many men fear are gone forever. Sleep does not just restore hormones, it restores dignity and hope. Practical steps are straightforward but powerful. Turn off all screens at least 1 hour before bed so your brain can shift out of stimulation mode. Step outside in the early morning light for 15 minutes to anchor your body clock and tell your brain when the day begins. Keep your bedtime and wake time consistent, even on weekends, so your internal rhythm stays balanced. These small habits may sound simple, but their effect is profound. Within days, many men notice deeper rest, steadier energy, and stronger signs of sexual health. Picture your bedroom not as a place of restlessness, but as a workshop, humming quietly each night, rebuilding the testosterone you need to live fully. Every hour of deep sleep is like fuel being poured into your system, igniting strength, endurance, and passion for the next day. David's story is proof. By respecting sleep, he rediscovered his spark. You can too. The workshop of the night is still waiting to build you back up if you only give it the time. Carlos was 68 when he told me he felt too drained to leave the house. Even a short walk to the mailbox left him winded, and he had quietly begun to avoid social events or evenings with his wife. He believed this was simply what getting older meant. I encouraged him to start with something deceptively small, a daily walk of 30 minutes. No gyms, no machines, just moving his own body at a steady pace. 3 months later, he came back with energy in his step and a confidence I had not seen before. He leaned in with a grin and admitted, "I feel confident with my wife again like I did 20 years ago." His story is the perfect reminder that motion is not punishment for the body. It is medicine. Walking may look ordinary, but inside your body it acts like a switch for circulation. Each step signals blood vessels to open, encourages nitric oxide release, and pumps fresh oxygen into muscles and organs. Blood sugar control improves because walking reduces insulin resistance, keeping your metabolism from sliding into diabetes. Even your brain benefits. The rhythm of movement lowers stress hormones, lifts mood, and quiets anxiety. These are not abstract promises. They are measurable changes that build a stronger foundation for testosterone and performance. Light strength training adds another layer. Squats, push-ups, or simple resistance work twice a week tells your muscles to stay awake. Muscles are like batteries. The more you charge them with use, the more energy they provide in return. Resistance training also signals your body to maintain lean mass, which is tightly linked to higher testosterone. Stronger muscles mean better balance, more stamina, and a sense of vitality that touches every corner of life. Many men underestimate how much confidence returns when they feel their body respond with power again. The prescription is simple but transformative. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes of walking each day at a pace that raises your heartbeat slightly but still allows conversation. Twice a week, add a short session of body weight strength exercises, 10 to 15 squats, a handful of push-ups against the wall or on the floor, and perhaps some light resistance band work. Consistency is far more important than intensity. Over weeks, your endurance grows, your muscles wake up, and your circulation improves. Picture your blood vessels as highways clogged with traffic. Walking is like sending a crew of sweepers to clear the lanes, while strength exercises are the engineers reinforcing the road so it stays strong under pressure. With each day of movement, blood flows more freely, oxygen travels faster, and testosterone has a fertile environment to thrive. Carlos discovered that those simple steps gave him back not just stamina, but intimacy and self-assurance. The same potential waits in every man willing to move his body again. By lacing up your shoes and taking that first walk, you are opening the door to strength, confidence, and connection that can still belong fully to you. Frank was 70 years old when he admitted that his diet was built on convenience. Fast food, fried meats, and sweet drinks filled his days. He carried extra weight around his middle, felt sluggish, and had already been warned by his doctor that he was pre-diabetic. Intimacy was fading, and he assumed it was just age catching up with him. Together, we designed a shift that was not drastic, but intentional. Replace fried meats with salmon, swap sodas for water, and add leafy greens and berries to his meals. Within a few months, Frank's belly softened, his energy lifted, and he told me with relief that his performance had improved more than he thought possible. His marriage felt lighter because he felt lighter. The reason this works goes deeper than calories. Sugar and trans fats damage the delicate lining of your blood vessels, called the endothelium. When that inner surface stiffens or becomes inflamed, blood cannot flow freely. Without blood flow, erections weaken and energy drops. On the other hand, healthy fats, lean proteins, and colourful vegetables repair and protect those vessels. Omega-3 fatty acids in fish like salmon make arteries more elastic. Olive oil and nuts provide monounsaturated fats that lower inflammation. Leafy greens and berries deliver antioxidants that shield vessels from damage. Together, these foods create an internal environment where testosterone can be used effectively and blood can move without resistance. The changes you can make are clear and practical. Cut out sugary sodas and processed snacks. Add fatty fish 2 or 3 times a week. Use olive oil as your main cooking fat. Snack on a handful of almonds or walnuts instead of chips. Fill half your plate with vegetables in a variety of colours. These shifts feed your blood vessels what they need to stay supple. They also keep your metabolism steady, reduce belly fat, and support stable testosterone. Imagine your bloodstream as a river. Sugar and fried oils dump debris into it, clogging the current. But salmon, greens, and berries are like fresh rain, clearing the water, letting it run fast and clean again. With time, your arteries thank you with better circulation, your hormones work with less friction, and your confidence rises. Just like Frank, you can discover that nutrition is not punishment. It is power. Walter, at 74, carried a quiet burden. He told me in a low voice that he felt broken, Anxiety filled his days and nights, and with it came exhaustion and a fading intimate life. I suggested something he had never considered. Medicine at all. Breathing. For 5 minutes each morning, he practiced slow belly breathing, and at night, he set aside 10 minutes for gentle meditation. Weeks later, Walter looked brighter. His anxiety had softened, his energy returned, and he confessed he no longer felt like a broken man. Instead, he felt calmer, more alive, and more capable of reaching for his partner again. The link is simple but powerful. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises when you live in constant worry. High cortisol suppresses testosterone. It blocks the very signal your body uses to produce and release the hormone that fuels strength and intimacy. Chronic stress keeps blood vessels tense, restricts circulation, and makes fatigue permanent. When you reduce cortisol, you free testosterone to do its job. Relaxation becomes a biological tool, not just a psychological comfort. Practical steps can be woven into daily life. In the morning, sit upright, place a hand on your belly, and breathe in slowly through the nose, letting your abdomen rise. Exhale gently, feeling the tension leave. Just 5 minutes sets the tone for your nervous system. In the evening, close your eyes and focus on calm, repeating a phrase of gratitude, or simply observing your breath for 10 minutes. These practices reset your stress response and allow your hormones to recover. Think of stress as a heavy hand pressing down on your inner fire. Breathing and meditation lift that hand, letting the flame of testosterone rise again. Blood flows more easily, muscles feel less tense, and energy has room to return. Walter's story is proof that you do not need complicated solutions to fight back against stress. Sometimes the simplest act, breathing deeply and quietly, can restore power you thought was gone. By mastering calm, you give your body permission to be strong again. There are small tricks that can make the results of natural changes even stronger. One of the simplest is pairing beetroot with vitamin C. A squeeze of lemon or orange juice in your beet drink helps your body convert nitrates into nitric oxide more efficiently. This means more open blood vessels, better circulation, and stronger support for both stamina and intimacy. Another practical tip is timing. If you drink beet juice an hour before your daily walk, you give your body a double boost. The nitric oxide relaxes your vessels while the movement pumps blood forward, turning an ordinary walk into a powerful therapy for your heart and your hormones. But just as important as the right habits is avoiding the wrong ones. Many men start full of hope, drink beet juice for a day or two, and then stop when nothing changes immediately. The body does not rebuild overnight. Consistency is the key, and abandoning too soon only guarantees disappointment. Others drink the juice faithfully, but stay up past midnight or keep eating processed sugars and fried foods. Late nights rob the body of testosterone production, and sugar attacks the lining of blood vessels. These choices cancel out the good you are trying to build. Another mistake is depending on scattered supplements without fixing the foundation. Pills cannot replace sleep, movement, nutrition, and calm. Without those pillars, even the best supplement falls flat. Think of your health as a grand symphony. No single instrument creates the music. Beetroot may be the trumpet that wakes the room, but without the steady drums of sleep, the strings of exercise, and the harmonies of nutrition and calm, the song will never be complete. Avoiding these mistakes and weaving small, smart habits together is what creates real change. Your body is waiting for a conductor, and that conductor is you. Lead the orchestra with patience, and the melody of strength and energy will return. Your body is not broken, it is only rusty. The years may have slowed certain systems, but nothing has been lost forever. Circulation can be restored, testosterone can rise again, and energy can return when you give your body the natural tools it has been waiting for. The 5 pillars we explored today are simple but powerful. The fuel of beetroot, the restoration of sleep, the movement of walking and light strength, the balance of clean nutrition, and the calm of stress control. Each one on its own brings change, but together they form a foundation that can carry you back to vitality. Do not forget this truth. Aging does not break a man. Giving up does. You still have the power to direct the course of your health. You can be strong again, confident again, connected. Every step forward, no matter how small, is proof that you are choosing to write a new chapter in your story. Sipping a glass of beet juice Closing your eyes for deeper rest, taking a 20-minute walk, or pausing to breathe slowly are not minor acts. They are choices that whisper to your body, reminding it to awaken the strength it has always held inside. I want you to carry hope from this moment. Picture your health like a book with many pages left unwritten. You are not at the end, you are at the beginning of a new section where energy, intimacy, and confidence can live again. Strength is not a memory. It is a decision you can renew day by day. Now I ask you to join me in this journey. Comment on number 1 below if you are ready to take action, or type 2 if better sleep is where you need to start. If you carry questions, leave them with a 0 and your words. I will read them because your voice matters here. Share this video with a friend over 60. It might be the gift that helps him reclaim what he thought was gone. And do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss the tools and stories that can bring change into your own life. In our next video, I will show you a simple 5-minute morning practice that research suggests can lift testosterone by nearly 20% in just 3 weeks. Do not miss it. For now, remember, you still have what it takes to be the man you want to be. Take the first step today and let the rest follow.